Applaud the poet. Keep the applause going. Next up is Brett.
Yep. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Little Brett's got to switch hands. Okay. By Olivia Gatwood. I want to write a poem for the women on Long Island who smoke cigarettes in their SUVs with the windows rolled up before walking into yoga, who hack and curse and downward dog, and Deborah from the next block over who has very strong opinions about Christmas lights on New Year's Eve. Says that her body isn't what it used to be, and neither is the economy or the bagels at Rickman's Deli, so who really fucking cares? And during Shavasana, she brings up the rabbi's daughter who got an abortion last spring, and Candy in the corner calls Deborah hateful, and the class takes a sharp inhale through the nose and then out through the mouth, and then after class, Candy rushes home to check the lasagna, and Deborah lights up a smoke and calls her friend Tammy hateful. So then the girl calls me hateful. Hateful, can you believe it? What a word, some kind of dictionary bitch over here. So, you know what I says? I say, you don't know the first thing about hateful. You know what's hateful? Menopause. And it doesn't really matter if Deborah actually said that to Candy, which she didn't, because Tammy is so caught up that Candy called Deborah hateful, which she did, that next week when Tammy runs into Candy while shopping in Rockville Center and Candy asks Tammy how she's doing, Tammy will adjust the purse strap on her shoulder and say, we all have a little coal in our stocking, Candy. And Candy will shuffle away, certain that Tammy knows something about her marriage that she shouldn't, and she knows she just loves Deborah, who has a lot of opinions, and had Candy given her the chance to finish her sentence, Deborah would have talked about the reproductive rights march she went to in the 60s and the counterproductive sex-shaming methods of organized religion. I want to write a poem for the women on Long Island whose words stretch and curl like bubble gum around the forefinger, who ask if I have a boyfriend, and before I say, don't do it. Don't ever do it. You know, my friend Linda, she's a lesbian, like a real lesbian. And whenever I go over there, she lives on Corona over by Merrick, by the laundromat. You know what I'm talking about. Whenever I go over there and see her and her wife, what's her name? Oh, I can't remember the girl's name. Anyways, whenever I go over there, I say, you know what I need? I says, a girlfriend. That's what I need. The women on Long Island let their teenage daughters throw parties in the basement while they watch the Home Network upstairs and keep the bat by the couch in case anyone gets roofied, even if it's their own son that does the roofying. The women on Long Island won't put it past any man to be guilty, even their kin, who after all have their husband's hands and blood. And last week when a girl was murdered while jogging in Queens, the women on Long Island were unstartled and furious. They did not call to warn their daughters, they called their sons, sat them at the kitchen table and said, if you ever, and I mean ever, so much as make a woman uncomfortable, I will take you to the deli and put your hand in a meat slicer. You think I won't? You hear me? I will make a hero out of you.